The first question I get asked a lot is something along the lines of, if I miss the due date because I have COVID, surgery, military service, family emergency, should I email to ask for an extension of the due date so that I can get full credit for the assignment? And the answer is no, the due date will not be extended. It was already an extension to help you deal with illness, etc. The second question I get asked a lot is it okay if I just turn in all the homework on Sunday night, which is the due date? The answer is, well, yes and no. There's no penalty for doing this, and honestly, I probably won't even notice if you're doing this. I can barely keep up with grading exams and recording lectures. I don't have time to scrutinize exactly when people are turning things in. And I certainly won't judge you, no matter what your reasons are for doing this. That said, I don't advise waiting to turn in your homework until Sunday. First of all, you should be doing homework throughout the week. Please try not to let it pile up until the weekend, because that's not the best way to learn math. The best way to learn math is to do it a little bit at a time, because our brains can only absorb so much at a time. Another problem with waiting till Sunday to turn stuff in is, what if you get sick Sunday or called into work? Or what if there's a big storm and your power goes out? You're risking turning things in late, which then means you'll only get half credit for the assignment. Another question I get asked, if I miss the available until date because I have some sort of emergency or illness, should I email to ask for an extension so that I can still get credit for the assignment? And the answer is no, there's no point, because this date will not be extended. And really, if you're seriously ill or you have something else terrible going on in your life, you should first concentrate on getting well or recovering from what the emergency is. Then just try to get caught up in the class as best you can. Catch up on the homework, not so much for points, but so that you can learn the material and pass the exams. The points on the exams are the major part of your grade. Whatever you're going through, I completely understand. I'm old enough to have been through many life situations, and I know how they can interfere with work and schoolwork. Although I won't extend dates, I'm happy to help in any other way that I can, so please feel free to contact me. One more question. Is it okay if I just turn in all the homework by the available until date? The answer to this one is no. The course attendance policy requires you to be participating in the class by turning something in each week. If you save all your homework to turn in during exam week, which is when the available until date is, you risk being dropped from the class before you can turn it in. If there's something going on with you, such as serious illness, please stay in contact with me so that I won't drop you. I can grant some leeway on the attendance policy for serious situations. Last, I'm going to share some secrets to getting the most homework points. This is going to boil down to just turn the homework in before the due date, but I've got some specifics about what to turn in. First of all, show your work, not just your answers. If you turn in just a list of answers, I will grade you down. Second, attempt all the assigned problems. I don't know if I should tell you this, but I don't look at the homework too closely because I get hundreds of homework assignments to grade every week. I'm basically going to look to see that you at least tried all the problems. It's okay if you make mistakes. In fact, mistakes are good. Mistakes are how we learn. Now, yes, ideally, you get your mistakes corrected, probably by getting some help from me, before you turn the homework in. But if that doesn't happen, it's okay. Turn your homework in anyway. Also, it's okay if you get stuck on some problems and can't finish them. That's another thing that happens as part of the learning process. Again, ideally you get help from me and get unstuck before you turn the homework in, but if that doesn't happen, it's okay. turn the homework in anyway. With that in mind, like I said, getting the most homework points boils down to turning in the assignment before the due date, even if it's not finished. Because if you turn it in after the due date, the most you can get is 4 points. Now, if you turn it in on time, but it wasn't complete, and because of that you get less than 4 points, you can turn in a revised completed version later and bring your score up to 4 points. Now, if you get more than 4 points, do not turn in a revised version later. This is because of the way Canvas works. When I see it in the gradebook, it's not going to show that you originally turned it in on time. It's only going to show me the late submission. So say you got 6 points, you don't want to turn in a revised version later and bring your score down to 4 points. You do want to fix your mistakes, but keep that copy with your corrected work and corrected answers. Keep it for yourself for studying. I hope this information helps you with the homework. And I guess the last thing I want to say is, I'm here to help you. Please don't ever hesitate to ask for help.